Open up your mind and let me in. Open up your mind and let me in. Open up your mind and let me in. Open up your mind and...
So Urban Prepper's already given us some key rules and requirements that this response needs to have. So I've taken that into account, but I've also added my own rules or requirements. And there are really three key things. The first is I want to make sure that whatever I have on my person, my 5 EDC items, that they're easy to carry, that they're not bulky, that they're small, and I can easily put them in my pockets. So that's the first criteria. The second is I want to make sure that whatever I carry doesn't slow me down. In particular, when I'm going to the airport, I've gone through the airport several times with a Leatherman without the knife. I've been able to get through, but it's always slowed me down. I get stopped, so that's one of the key criteria, is to make sure that whatever I'm carrying is going to be able to get me through TSA without any delay. And then finally, I want to make sure that whatever I have has both a primary use, but then also a secondary use, that it either has its own secondary use or in conjunction with others. So my first EDC item is a typical cotton bandana. I fold this up and put it in my back pocket. Primary use is for personal hygiene, but there are plenty of secondary uses, from wiping up spills, using it as a filter for water. It could be used as a sling or a compress for a wound. I also like this bandana because it has a handy knot reference printed on it. My next EDC item is a Brickatech Pocket Wrench 2. I typically slide this into my back pocket. It's slim, but it has some weight to it, so when you're using it as a tool, it's not going to bend or break. You don't get that feeling. The primary use is a wrench for box hex or square fasteners. Secondary use is for a small pry bar, opening cans, for example, or a bottle or something like that. There's also a metric and an inch ruler, and the end is tapered to work as a straight blade screwdriver. So it's a handy little pocket tool that has both primary and secondary, multiple uses, in fact. My third EDC item is 5 feet of duct tape. Now I've rolled the tape onto a braid, and that braid then connects to my keychain for easy carry. The primary purpose is usually just for repairs, but there's countless other uses for duct tape. For example, since I don't have a first aid kit with me, I could use a strip to close a cut, or I could use it as a temporary moleskin if my shoes were rubbing, something like that. And if I had a major cut or gash, I could use the tape in conjunction with the bandana. So this is a good example of using multiple EDC items for solving a problem. My fourth EDC item is my Streamlight Stylus Pro. I usually put this in my front pocket or a cargo pocket. It's pretty straightforward. It's a great little light, 48 lumens, so it's really bright. Primary use is a flashlight. Occasionally I've swapped out the batteries though when my mouse was dying, so I suppose that would be a secondary use. My final EDC item is my Duracell Instant Recharger. Typically I put this in my front pocket or a cargo pocket. It's very lightweight and compact. My primary use obviously is for recharging my phone. Since I was using my phone a lot during the day for email and GPS, I'll need a boost, and this typically does enough for about a full recharge. Secondary use is nice, is that I can take the small USB cable and connect my phone to my PC directly for a charge, or I can use it to transfer files.